Right off the coast of Putin's own palace, a Russian warship snapped in half. You heard that correctly. Ukraine tore apart an FSB vessel at its own pier. Not a simple sinking, but a hull split clean down the middle. And this wasn't just another strike. It was payback, 8 years in the making. Payback for what, you're wondering? Back in 2018, in the Kerch Strait, Russian forces intercepted 3 Ukrainian vessels, opened fire, and took 24 sailors captive. One of the ships involved in that operation was the Izumrud. 8 years later, that same vessel, anchored near the coastline tied to Putin's palace, was cut in two by a Ukrainian Sargon 3000 naval drone. Satellite imagery shows the bow and stern settled into the water at different angles, with scorch marks visible along the pier. Russia still hasn't acknowledged the strike days later, because acknowledging it means admitting Ukraine got past not just the ship's armor, but the radar coverage, surveillance net, and port security surrounding Gelendzhik entirely. Sit with that for a second. On the one stretch of coast where Putin is supposed to feel untouchable, a guard vessel gets blown apart. That's not just a lost ship, that's a serious wound. Before we dig into the details, a quick note. Some pro-Russian accounts have been flooding this channel's comments, trying to pressure us into backing off. We're going to keep covering what's actually happening on the ground. If this reporting matters to you, a like and an honest comment go a long way in getting it in front of more people. Thanks for that. Here's the thing. The Izumrud's whole job was spotting small maritime threats, guarding the coastline, and intercepting anything approaching the port. It couldn't even stop a drone from reaching its own mooring. Ukraine didn't just crack the hull, it walked straight through the entire security setup around Gelendzhik. On the coastline, Russia considered it safest. Picture it. An FSB vessel destroyed inside its own protected harbor. Ukraine's message to Moscow is blunt. Nowhere is safe. But sinking the ship wasn't even the real point. Here's the bigger issue. Russian warships had already abandoned Sevastopol for Novorossiysk and Gelendzhik to dodge Ukrainian strikes, betting their own shoreline was out of reach. Ukraine's answer was simple. You can run from Crimea, but you can't run from the Black Sea. Stay in Sevastopol, you get hit. Retreat to Novorossiysk, you get caught at the harbor mouth. Hide in Gelendzhik, you get torn apart within sight of Putin's palace. That's how direct the message is, and it scrambled every